What up guys? In this video we're going to do a high-level overview on how to go from a stock clutch lever to a righteous stunt clutch lever. It's a fairly easy installation. If you have never replaced a stock clutch lever before, I can tell you that it's a very easy job. All you have to do is disconnect the stock lever from this mounting bracket. This is the stock mounting bracket right here. And in order to replace your stock lever with an aftermarket one like this one, all you have to do is loosen up this nut right here, which allows you to pull out the lever and then put a new one in. The only thing you have to do is disconnect your clutch line, which will slide into this slot right here, go over this little space, and then you have to tighten everything up and then you're good to go. So easy job to do. Now what happens is when you get your righteous stunt clutch lever, it comes with its own mounting bracket, and the mounting bracket that it comes with does not have this clutch sensor, right? So you have to replace your existing bracket and sensor with what comes with this little puppy here. All right, with that said, you have to make a decision on what you want to do with this clutch sensor. And the whole purpose behind this guy is that it detects when your clutch is depressed, allowing you to start up the bike if it's in gear, right? If it's not in gear, it's in neutral, it knows that you don't even have to hold this down, right? You can just start up the bike, no problem. So when you replace the stock bracket, you lose that capability and you have to make an option, make a decision on which option you want to go with. Option number one is that you can fuse the lines together, which allows you to start up the bike even if it's in gear, which is, to me, that was a little scary. I did not want to go down that path. Or you can just tug the wires away without connecting them, and what that will cause is that it will behave as if there is no sensor on the bike, meaning that the only way you can start up the bike is if it's in neutral. Okay, whether you have the clutch depressed or not, it's really not going to do anything because there is no sensor to detect it. So that's the option I went with. Okay, just the one downside is that if you ever stall out the bike or something like that, and you're in traffic, you have to pop the bike into neutral before you can start it back up again. Kind of annoying, kind of tedious. It has happened to me a few times. Not a big deal. Put it in neutral and get going again. All right, that said, let's go over the basic overview. So let's say you took the original bracket off, and it's really easy, just as easy as what it is to replace the lever. There is one bolt here that you loosen up, and then this can slide off the bike. Okay, you do have to take the grips off. You will slide off the handlebars, and then you can put the new ones on. But in order to remove the bracket, you have to take off the sensor here. That's really easy to do. All I have to do is loosen up these two screws. And I'm gonna do that now. I'm gonna go ahead and take this box off because what I wanna show you is what I did with the sensor wires. What I did is I cheated a little bit. I did not want them to be exposed in the elements because some guys, what they did is they put them into little plastic baggies or did some other goofy stuff. I cheated a little bit, and I think I made a right decision because what I did, let me loosen up a little bit more here. Almost there. And I'm doing this all one-handed. I should get an extra cookie for doing this with my left hand, which is not my dominant hand. But once you loosen this out, hopefully it comes apart easy. Okay, we're almost there. Okay, once you loosen this up, okay, screw falls out, no problem there. I'm gonna take the other one out as well, all the way, so I can show you what it does and what I did. All right, so I took the screw out. Let's go ahead and take this cap off. Okay, and what I did is I tucked those original wires right inside this cap, so it's protected from the elements. You can see that's one of them. There's the second one. Those normally plug in to the sensor right here. Yeah, we gotta focus on it. All right, right here. They slide onto the sensor here. All right, so it checks the loop when you're engaging the clutch. All I did is I tucked them in inside this little cover, and they're out of the elements, and everybody's happy. Everything's great. That was my little cheat that I did, and this has worked great for the last couple of years now, and have not had any issues. But that's what I have done with my Stunt clutch lever. That's the gist of the installation. As far as adjustments go, I had to pull out, adjust mine a little bit more so it engages properly, and I put it into the easiest settings. I guess that's what you want to call it. There are two settings that you can choose from on this Stunt clutch lever. The one that's kind of close to stock, and then there's one that allows you to have the least amount of force, the grip force, to engage the clutch. And that's exactly what I wanted this for, is for that. Because my stock clutch lever was extremely difficult. Even the aftermarket one was extremely difficult to pull. It was giving my hand, my wrist some problems. It's not the same as on my 04 R1. That one's fairly easy. I found it to be very difficult on this 2012. So once I replaced this, it made my riding experience a lot more enjoyable. But yeah, as far as the reinstallation, it's just do it in reverse, tuck in the wires, get this cap aligned, get the cap aligned, put the screws back in, tighten up, and you're done. You're good to go. Very easy. That should cover the installation of the Righteous Stunt clutch. If you have any questions, feel free to put them into the comments below. I'll be glad to answer them. Thanks, guys. Bye.